Hello Internet, this is the unboxing of the Elgato HD60 S, and I'll show you some common setup problems as well. In the box is a Game Capture HD60 S, a USB 3.0 cable and an HDMI cable. Now it's designed to work for the PS4, Xbox One and Nintendo Switch. But we'll be setting it up today with the Nintendo Switch. Now to be able to use this, you'll need at least Windows 10 64-bit or macOS Sierra, and the CPU will need to be at least an Intel i5 4th generation quad core or better. But the most important requirement is that it's connected to a USB 3.0 port, as it won't work with a USB 2.0. The box looks very well presented. On opening it, there we have the HD60 S and 4 lovely pictograms showing you how to connect this unit. And in the little compartment we'll have our 2 cables that we'll be using to hook up to the Nintendo Switch. So on this side we have the input and the other side has the output. Oh, and there's a little instruction manual which we don't need. Oh, there's an outline of the inputs and outputs which we don't need to. Okay, let's unpack the cables. This one looks like a USB to the USB-C for the power. And there's our HDMI cable. Put that one over there. Oh, and you get a brand new sticker, which we'll lose. Let's put that aside. Now it does look like we need another HDMI cable, so we'll have to use the one that comes with the Nintendo Switch. Okay, let's plug it in. Undo these cable ties. And this one too. And we'll need a laptop to plug it into. So here's one I prepared earlier. We'll just plug in the USB first. And it's never the right way up the first time, of course. Let's power this thing up. Ooh. Get some very fancy RGB lights, but red probably means it's complaining about something. Maybe a driver that hasn't been installed just yet. Here's a switch I prepared earlier. Well, it's just the dock. Open the back and find the HDMI right there. Take the HDMI cable, plug it in. And we'll plug it into the HD60 S. Not on that side, that's the output. We need to find the input, which is on this side. Of course, it's not the right way up, as usual. Okay. And take the other end, and that'll go to your TV or monitor, but we'll leave that for now. Okay, here's a switch, and we'll go through some common setup problems on the Elgato Game Capture software as well. First thing to do is to go onto the Elgato website and download the Game Capture HD software. It's a very simple piece of software to set up, but it's also very easy to plug it into a USB 2.0 port, and the software will not recognize it for about a couple minutes. If it recognizes it, it will finally say that you've plugged it into a USB 2.0 and it won't work. The other issue is that most people will just plug it into their laptops, and laptops generally don't have a dedicated graphics card. and relies on integrated graphics, which will produce extremely slow and laggy frame rates, and sometimes it might not work at all. So I thought I'd show you what it looks like when you plug it into any old laptop. So I booted up Snipperclips, which is as simple as any game can get with only 2D graphics. And you can see that we're struggling with sound and we're barely getting any frames out of it. So this will be completely unplayable. And there you have it. So before you buy the Elgato HD60 S, I recommend that you have a dedicated gaming PC to be able to run the graphics with at least a USB 3.0 port. If this video was helpful for you, please subscribe to the channel for more Nintendo Switch related gears and games in the future. Thanks for watching.